Welcome to this session techies. My name is Yogesh. In last couple of sessions on Ansible, we have talked about Ansible basics, what are Ansible ad hoc commands, how to use Ansible playbooks, how you can make use of Ansible roles, and various Ansible use cases in day-to-day system administration. This particular session is going to be on Ansible Vault. We are going to discuss how you can secure the information, or I can say how you can secure your critical information in Ansible using Ansible Vault. So a little bit theory so you understand what is Ansible Vault and what it is capable of. So guys, Ansible Vault is a tool provided by Ansible for encrypting or decrypting the secret information stored in Ansible playbooks or the files which are under Ansible control. When I say critical information, to give example, that is, let's say you got your encrypted password, you got your SSH keys somewhere in your playbook or in the variables. So you want to secure. You don't want anyone apart from you or who knows the password of your encryption to look at your keys, because that's security risk, right? So with Ansible Vault, you can make your information secure. Right now, Ansible got version 2.3. With version 2.3, it is possible if you want to encrypt selected data or selected information in your single file. When I say single file, what it means, let's say you got one playbook where you got 100 tasks or 100 definitions. If you want to encrypt some particular data, particular sections only, that is possible with Ansible 2.3. Earlier, it was not possible. So earlier, what we were doing, we were basically encrypting the whole playbook. Next thing I want to mention, with Ansible, you can also encrypt or decrypt the binary files also. One thing maybe in your mind, if you encrypt a binary file, when you copy that file using copy module to target machine, what would be encryption? Basically, that file on target machine would be copied as unencrypted, or you can say decrypted file. That will be not encrypted one, because Ansible checks, okay, when you supply right password, which was used for encryption, Ansible knows, okay, you are right guy who is running the command. So this file is your, you know the password of that particular Ansible Vault file. So Ansible allows you to copy that file in decrypted form on target machine. Ansible make use of cipher AES256 for the encryption. I'm going to give you a quick lab. In quick lab, we are going to create some new encrypted files, or how you can encrypt the existing file if you already got some playbooks or some information. Then let's say you want to change password, or basically in Ansible terms, we call it rekey. If you want to rekey your existing Ansible files with new password, then you can easily do that. You can see on my screen, I have listed the command. Next thing I will be discussing in practical session, how you can edit the encrypted file and how you can view what are the contents of encrypted file. If you want to decrypt a file, you don't want encryption anymore, how you can do that. If you see on screen this particular bit where I mentioned, while encrypting, user, or like user may basically whoever is running the command, will be asked to supply a new password when you are encrypting the things or when you are rekeying the things. When you are editing, viewing, or decrypting a file, you have to supply your existing password. So that's something which I thought that's worth to mention here. Let's begin technical session where I can give you a quick demo of the things which I mentioned in this particular slide. So, okay guys, I'm on my Ansible management server, which is acting as my Ansible master. So first of all, let me show you my current directory. I'm inside etc Ansible. So here, first I'm going to create a playbook .yml file. Basically inside that playbook, I'm going to store some passwords. So let me first create a playbook quickly. So I will call that playbook as playbook.yml. Okay, let's say this is my playbook. In this playbook, what I'm doing, I'm simply creating a user with name test user and setting password to some variable. So let me add a variable here for password. So I will call it password. And for this password variable, I'm going to generate a hashed password. So let me do that quickly. For that, I'm going to use OpenSSL. There are multiple ways to generate a encrypted password, but I prefer OpenSSL. Okay, OpenSSL password. I'm using -1 and using salt value. Saying salt value would be something dummy. And here I'm typing my password. Okay, so this is the password which I got, which is encrypted password. So let me put this file inside my playbook now. So here, okay, so I'm saving this file. So now you can see this particular file that got, this is something confidential, like that's password. Like instead of password, you may have your RSA keys. I'm just giving you example. So just think, if someone get this data, that's risky, right? Because this password is hashed password. Even if someone gets, that's not that much risk because we have added salt value. It's not easy to decrypt the password. But again, why to take risk? So we can encrypt this playbook. So what we can do, because this is existing file, to encrypt a existing file, basically we can run Ansible Vault encrypt and the file name. So here it will ask me password, like I have to type a password which I want to use to encrypt this file. So I'm saying the password is this one. Okay, encryption is successful. You can see the message. And let me do ls-l on this file now. Okay, you can see it's in read write and this is a file. If I check the file type now, it would be normal file. But if you cat this file, you can see everything is encrypted because Ansible is using AES-256 cipher for encryption, and that's under Ansible Vault. You will see encrypted data. So no one can read that data. So that's something. This is the way encryption works. And let me give you another example where, let's say you want to create a new playbook, because in this example I have demonstrated how you can encrypt an existing playbook. Let's say you want to create a new playbook. For that, you can run Ansible Vault create, and you can say new playbook.yml. So you can choose any password which you want to set up on the files. So I have added this dummy data. Let's say added some dummy data and save this file. So this particular playbook is saved. So that's a way like you can create a new playbook. And how you can read, or let's say you want to view what are the contents of your playbook. In that case, you can run Ansible Vault view, then your playbook name. Let's check the content of this one, playbook.yml. Here it will ask you for your Vault password. Then whatever password you set up during the initial phase when you created this particular Vault on this playbook, you can type that password and Ansible will display the data. So that's something which is security. If you normally do cat on this file, it will be dummy data as I mentioned earlier. Okay, next thing guys, how you can edit a playbook. Let's say you want to add some more data in this playbook. How you can do that? So Ansible Vault, instead of view, make it edit and playbook. Here type the password. Okay, so here you can add whatever data. Let's say, let me put some numbers. So I have added something. Okay, I'm saving this file. So it's done. File is saved. And how Ansible handles the playbook which is encrypted. Let me show you a quick demo. Ansible playbook. I'm going to execute this playbook on a node which is running. Let me first Ansible -m ping all. Let me see, because I got only one client server. Let me show you whether that's running or not. Okay, it's running. Server name is app server 1. That's good. So I'm going to use Ansible playbook run this playbook with name playbook.yml. It will, I got only one server, so that's a target. It is saying decryption failed on etc, because that particular playbook was encrypted one. So no one can run that playbook until or unless they supply the right password. So that's again security. Let me show you how you can specify password. So to handle this situation, simply run that playbook and say --ask vault password. And this should ask you vault password. So whatever the vault password, you have to supply that password. And here I got error. Error says the var is not a valid attribute. Okay, that's something my mistake which I did in the playbook. Let me correct that playbook, but it accepted the password. You can see it worked on the playbook. So let me quickly fix, and it's good, like we got error. Let me edit this one, edit. And let's see what issue I have made. Oops, silly mistake. So that's vars, not var. Okay, that should be good now. I'm saving this file and running the playbook again with asking vault password. Hopefully this time it works. You can see this time it is working. So that was okay. Our user got created on target machine. So let's quickly check whether we can log in with that user or not. Username was test user at app server 1, and I'm saying run this command une -a. Okay, password, I think this is the password which I supplied. Okay, you can see that user got created and it got its encrypted password on the target machine. So in that way you can encrypt the information. Next thing may be in your mind, how you can decrypt a file. Let's say you don't want encryption anymore on that particular file. So simply run Ansible Vault decrypt and your file name. It will ask you password. You have to type your existing Vault password. And this file is decrypted. If you can see decryption successful. So it means our file is decrypted. And you can simply check by opening file. It never asks password this time. So that's good. So this is the way, guys, you can encrypt, decrypt, update, view the Ansible Vault encrypted or decrypted file configuration. And this is very handy, and it's widely used in the enterprises. Vault is a good way to secure your information. I hope this session would be helpful for you guys. If you have any query, any suggestion, just leave a comment on my YouTube channel. In case you want to watch more videos on Ansible, you can go to my channel with name Yogesh Mehta is my YouTube channel name. You will find a couple of more Ansible videos and some other DevOps stuff. Thank you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.